Well, what started snowboarding for me is I have a neighbor who has a really good friend that was into snowboarding, and I would see him out there when I was like 5 and 6 years old on snow days. And then one day I got a board from Walmart, like one of those real crappy little ones, and started going out there with him and just riding. And then kind of progressed from there, got my own board, like a real one, and then started going to Snow Creek. And then kind of the rest was history. I went to Colorado a bunch of times and Utah, and just been to the mountains, so that was where the inspiration for snowboarding came for me. Yeah, when it's summer, I do a lot of skateboarding. It's just kind of the same thing. It's really similar. You use pretty much the same body skills and all that. And I also have like a balance board that's just kind of fun to mess around on. Anything that improves your balance will help with snowboarding. So usually skateboarding and doing this balance board, and then we've got like a tightrope that's fun to mess around on that helps and stuff. So in the winter, if I'm lucky, I get to go out to Colorado. Like the last 5 years, I think I've been 4 times, so most of the time I get to go, but sometimes I don't. So favorite place out there, anywhere in Summit County mainly, like the Breckenridge Keystone area. There's like Vail up there, Copper, a bunch of cool resorts, but my favorite one for sure is Keystone. I've spent a lot of time up there, mainly in the summer, but I've been out there probably 6 or 7 times in the winter as well. Colorado, obviously a lot bigger and better than what we have here in Kansas City, which is, only Snow Creek. Snow Creek's got like 3 lifts, a few pretty bad runs, and then a terrible terrain park. It's fine that we have it. I'm glad that we do. I love going up there. It's just, kind of the little brother compared to the resorts out in Colorado. I've competed in a snowboard contest every year at Snow Creek for the last few years called the Midwest Massacre. It's put on by a local shop called Ride Forever. They really have helped the scene here in Kansas City for snowboarding. They hosted at Snow Creek, so it's always been something I look forward to. Unfortunately, this year I didn't do very well. I just couldn't land my runs, but in the years past I've won like 3 times, had a couple of runners up, so it's a lot of fun. My favorite gear to ride, my board in the past has been Capita, but I broke it over spring break and had to get a new board. I'm currently riding a Never Summer Evo, which I like a lot. And then my bindings, I usually ride Union bindings. I ride a Union contact binding right now that I really like. And boots, usually Nike. Nike boots are probably the best out there in my opinion, and then everything else is just kind of a hodgepodge of stuff. My gloves are different and goggles and stuff. So yeah, the high risk definitely is worth it to me. I love snowboarding. It's something I can go and just get away from everything, and so much fun. There's always a new thing to do, new thing to try. You can never be at the top of the game. Like, you can always learn something new. And that's something that's really fun for me, and the risk of breaking a bone or getting a concussion or that kind of thing is worth it for me. And I recently just broke my arm in Colorado trying to do a new trick, and though it's kind of sucks and it ruined my trip a little bit, I'm still glad that I was trying to push myself and learn something new, even